Quinlan Franklin is a selfish, opportunist Commissioner Pierce. Because of her selfishness, she doesn't care if my son sacrifices his entire being for her own gain. I'm certain that you two wouldn't be so paranoid if your family had only focused on your own issues instead of the issues of others. Have a nice day. What did he mean by that, Jeremiah? Wish I knew. Did you not comprehend how a complete disaster occurred because you blackmailed Dr. Terry Murphy for all those years? If you're gonna blackmail Vivian, then I don't see it ending well for you. I know for sure that if Vivian remains as CEO, then it will be an even bigger disaster. Will you help me out or not? I bet Nichelle appreciates the effort you made to keep her happy. She must be a very special person for you to move heaven and earth to keep her in your life. Even though JJ and Max aren't friends, I'm just relieved that they're not butting heads with each other. That's good. Are you good, Didi? What do you mean? It looks like something's bothering you. Don't worry, Yvette. I ain't tell Zeke that he's the one who got you pregnant. What am I supposed to think when I see you two talking? Zeke is a friend of mine. You know that. And I know that ain't in my place to tell him the truth, even if he is my friend. Ou pensez Owen te suivre? Peut-être, papi, but we can't prove it. And what did he mean that you two didn't focus on your own problems? We don't know that either, papa. Kwemwe, I wish I knew. What are you doing here, Mrs. Rousseau? I'm here to find out why you feel like you have the right to put my son in harm's way. Isidore bought the whole thing. Now he believes that I'm a thug, just like Wade Pena. And I can't wait to see the look on his face when he finds out that you fooled him once again. Mama, come on, Didi. Where's that cousin you? You don't need to lie to me. I will be good, Vanessa. If there's something you want to talk about, this is the perfect time to say something. It's okay. Nah, if I say something, then things won't be okay. Why not? Cause it could cost me my friendship with Yvette. Why did you stop by, Udell? Because I wanted to see how your family has been holding up after the attacks that Owen Grant made against you. Sadly, we're expecting even more attacks. How come, Shelley? We were at the construction site for where Shelley plans to build a house for struggling mothers. To our surprise, Owen Grant showed up out of nowhere. What? We believe that he had us followed and that he's trying to come after my project for political gain. What are you even talking about? Don't play dumb with me, girl. I'm a grown woman, and you're well aware of that, Mrs. Rousseau. Most of all, I'm not playing dumb. Why are you so upset? I'm upset because it seems like you think going after the Apina family is a walk in the park. How did you find that out? Don't worry about it. I'm telling you right now, Quinlan, now that I do know, I'm not going to stand by and let you put Ben's life in danger. Ben, it's so good to see you again. It's been a minute, nephew. Are you really surprised that I haven't reached out since you took over Russo Jewelers and made my little brother hate me? Max ain't gonna stay mad at you forever. Just like I hope you ain't mad at me forever, nephew. Cause I honestly wasn't trying to hurt you at all. Well, your actions were hurtful. And it sounds like you keep doing things to hurt the family. Is Yvette in some sort of trouble? Drop it, cousin. She's pregnant, Didi. Getting into trouble is the last thing she and her unborn baby need. Especially since she's so young. I get that Yvette ain't showing yet, but I sure ain't forget that she's pregnant either, Vanessa. Just let me deal with it. Then you should realize that being pregnant is a big deal. Yvette is about to be a mom, but she's still got a lot of growing up to do. If she's asking you to keep a serious secret, then you're not obliged to keep it. I've noticed that Owen's attacks towards your family seem personal. Glad you noticed, Udo. I believe that he's attacking us because we refuse to endorse him as the next district attorney. But it still confuses me though. He's angry that we didn't endorse him, but he's against our pro-life stance. It makes no sense as to why he'd be so angry that we're not supporting him in this election. I never asked Ben to help me solve Danny Clark's case. Did you ask him to back off? He's a grown man, Mrs. Russo. So I wasn't gonna ask him to do anything he didn't want to do. Fine, let me explain something to you then. Before Ben grew up, I fought hard to make sure that he would beat his addictions. Just because he's grown doesn't erase the fact that I'm still his mother. As his mother, I'll continue to fight hard to keep you out of his life. What you mean, Ben? Zio Esador came to me and told me how he heard you speaking on the phone with Wade Opina. And you believed him? Why would Viv get involved with the mob? It's clear that your uncle is lying. Is Esador lying to me, Vivian? Esador is gonna say or do anything to make sure that I ain't CEO no more, Ben. I was never on the phone with Wade Opina. Why would he come up with a lie like that? The Opinas are all over the news at the moment. On top of that, Esador is power hungry. It ain't a good combination, nephew. I bet you that if you look into this, then you ain't gonna find any connection with me and the Opinas. Tande Vanessa, try to keep in mind that just cause you're 18 now, it don't mean your brain ain't still developing. The point I'm trying to make is that whatever Yvette wants you to keep hidden is bothering you. I don't want to see you miserable. I ain't miserable, and I'll be just fine. I don't think Owen is acting out of anger, Shelley. He purposely wants to see Valley Park burn to win this election. Heidi told us the same exact thing not too long ago. But how are we going to stop him from causing more damage? The Russos are definitely supporting Heidi, and I'm endorsing her. If all of us can come together, we can stop the chaos that Owen is attempting to create. Did you forget how you failed the last time you tried to keep Ben and I apart? I love Ben, Mrs. Russo. I don't want to cause him any pain. I don't care what you want, Quinlan. Let me make this clear to you. I didn't make a name for myself by giving up. Gianni and I are still married after you wrecked our family because I didn't give up. I've got a busy day ahead of me, so you should head out. Before you leave, I need you to know that this war you started against me will not work out in your favor. You know where the door is. Alright, Vivian, I'll take your word for it. But if I find out that you're lying to me, don't ever think I'll trust anything that comes out of your mouth again. Cheer up, Viv. You are actually telling the truth. Ben just doesn't know what you're up to. As for Esador, he'll end up looking like the liar. Vivian, Pacho Torres, I couldn't help but notice that Ben stopped by to speak with you both. What just happened here?